have a safe night on both sides of the field. And, of course, everybody, all our fans from both sides, from the Palmviwew area, the Lobos, and, of course, our Jaguar fans, everybody just get home safe and get ready for some playoff football.
The ref's name, that was hot off the press from Leo Reyes, the coordinator.
All right, here we go. Thank you, Leo. And, Paul, let me tell you, we talked about it, and I just mentioned it to you.
Yes, sir.
4 years I've been doing this. Of course, 2 years with Catch TV, and then the last 2 years have been with Valley Center, and, of course, Catch TV 17. It's getting better and better, Paul.
Yes, sir.
And I cannot believe how many people enjoyed last week's games we brought to them on Thursday and Friday. And again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all the the comments you give us and how much you enjoyed it. And it means a lot when we hear from certain people that we never thought would let us know. So once again, Paul, you're going to take us to the play-by-play. It's going to be the Lobos kicking off to the Jags. They're kicking from the north side to the south.
All right, with a little bit of wind at their back. He puts his foot into it, kind of a low-line drive, but at 1 yard deep. But it is, again, low-line drive. Jaguars have got some blocking. Oh, and it closed up quick, don't it? That was a hole. The key word there was.
Okay, so brought it back to the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Paulo, we talk about field position. Not bad, but you could have it a little better, huh?
Yes, sir. Not bad. I give credit to the Lobos for their coverage team right there because that was outstanding.
Well, first play, and we got a flag already, ladies and gentlemen.
They're coming back.
I mean, it's got a break right there, and they needed it maybe to get better field position. It was offsides against the Lobos, and I'm pretty sure Coach Peña is going to say, you know what, let them kick it again from the 35. They'll move it back 5 yards.
Yes, sir, and I do see the special teams coordinator. He's over there ripping his players right now. Certainly well-intentioned, but he's really getting on his line because they did not do a good job. They let him through, and they're lucky to, maybe have a chance at maybe having some better field position other than the 18 as a result of that penalty.
All right, so it's going to be another kickoff coming to you all here in Edinburg. Once again, in case you're just joining us, there's nothing wrong with your computer. Again, the screen probably went blank at about 7:30. That only means that on Friday night, UIL will not allow us to go live picture and audio on Friday nights due to UIL. So, again, there's nothing wrong with your computer. This game has been brought to you by Catch TV 17, KATS Channel 17, and streamed to you by valleycentral.com.
Salvador Jimenez fixing to put his foot into the ball once again. Boom. Same type of kick, low-line drive, and goes just as far into the end zone. But this time, again, good coverage. Same result, but about 5 yard gain, net gain as a result of the penalty. But same result. There was a hole and soaked up.
It was true. It was 18-yard line. Now it's going to be the 23.
Yes, sir.
So a little better. Once again, you let it go, it'll be at the 25. But again, they're trying, like you said, they're going to try all out. Jags want to take care of business and not worry about what's going on in Sherryland. So we'll wait and see what's happening. We got people going to give us updates. So once again, it should be a good one, ladies and gentlemen, not only here, but in La Jolla. We get updates from the Cougars, and, of course, in Sherryland, getting updates for the
Yes, sir.
Cats.
We shall. Of course, Velo's over there fighting for their playoff lives. So, you know what happens when you corner a caged animal, you know what I'm saying? So, Velo's in for a good one over there. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Jaguars break the formation, the usual formation, their bunch formation. This time it's going to dive up the middle and goes absolutely nowhere. That's the good old Alfredo Barrera, but maybe back to the line of scrimmage at best on it.
All right, it's going to be yeah, you're right, Paul. They gave him no yards at all, so it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up for the Jags. It's the first time they touched the ball. We had one flag already, and it only went for 5 yards, but it gave them the 5 yards to get out of the 18.
Wow, tremendous job. This time a sweep to the left. This time the Lobos shot their linebackers, and because the play kind of took so long to develop, they were able to change their angle, and one of the linebackers got through, and that's a loss. That was a great job for Lobos. Looks like early on they're taking chances.
Back to the 18, so they're back another 5 yards. Call it 3rd and 15 coming up for the Jags.
Oh, they're taking chances. They're in full-blown man-to-man right here. So the Jaguars should be able to take advantage of this as long as they have some good routes. And, woo, they were in full-blown man-to-man. Don't I tell you right now, the Lobos have come to play because they were going full-blown man-to-man, and they brought maximum pressure. And I'll tell you what, Lobos, just like that, 3 and out. Hey.
Almost got picked off at the 30-yard line. Good defensive play there by the Lobos. Paulo, I got a question for you.
Dígame.
You're a senior. This is your last game. You're a Lobo. You want to come out in a good game and victory, or that would mean quite a bit as a senior, huh?
Oh, absolutely, don't it? I mean, they obviously know there's no playoff implications here for them. But I'll tell you what, why not? Why not play hard? Why not give it your best chance? Why not play for your mom, for your dad, for your friends? Why not?
Yeah, this might be the last organized football game some of these kids.
Yeah, probably more, almost all of them. Yes, sir.
All right, so it's going to be a good punt, decent punt by the Jags. Got them back to the 32-yard line. That is of the Lobos, but field position, Jags start at the 23. Lobos will start their first position at the 32. A lot better.
About a good 10-yard advantage. Give credit to the Lobos. for the good defensive stance and forcing the Econ into a punt. It was a low-line drive punt that had a considerable role, but the net gain is that the Lobos are in better shape.
Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 32 for the Lobos. They're going from the north to the south.
Ezekiel Huaracha leading the Lobos in the shotgun. Double twins, two receivers on both sides. They're blitzing. Econ's blitzing off the edge. They throw a quick pass into the flats. It's caught. Great effort. I can't get a number because of the pile of bodies down there, but I'll tell you what, that is Rogelio Cantu makes a nifty grab. What, a gain of 9 or 8?
Gain of 9. We'll call it 2nd and 1. I'm going to call it a free play once again. And it's 3rd down, if anything. It's
like it costs nothing?
Yeah. 3rd down will be very Kevin Nato.
3rd down is going to probably be 3rd and Nato. But I'll tell you what, and Huaracha did a great job getting it off because the Econ was coming off the edge. If he had hesitated, he would have been hit.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 1 coming up from the 41-yard line.
Looks like Econ either going to blitz or threatening to blitz, and they are blitzing. And that's the best defense against a blitz is a quick pass. And they needed 1, and they got 9.
They got another 9 yards. So it's going to be for the first time for the Lobos, Pablo.
Move those chains.
Pablo saying move those chains once again. Special thanks going out to Homer Hasso. And we're hoping we're going to get some more. We're waiting for Valley Central. And again, those shirts went big. So special thanks going out to Homer Hasso. And, of course, GVL that helped us with some shirts, extra shirts. We gave over 115 shirts.
Phew, they're gone. That was a Huaracha to Montalvo connection. This time Jaguars looking at 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left and 1 to the right. This time a dive up the middle, and the Jaguars were blitzing again. But this time they decided to go up the middle. The Jaguars were blitzing off the edge, so give credit to the defensive line for making sure that there were no holes. And I guess he got back to the line of scrimmage, don't it?
He lost half a yard. Maybe we'll call it 2nd and 10 anyway coming up. He lost very little yardage, maybe a half yard. It'll be 2nd and 10 coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 9:20 and rolling. And once again, it's Donuts Salinas and Paul Osbury bringing you some Jaguar football from Edinburg Cat Stadium.
Huaracha and Bernal in the backfield. Jaguars looking at 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Shotgun. He's got time. Hits his open man in the middle. Went through his hands. It was almost a connection to Cantu. Had a little bit, and he had to put some heat on it, don't it? But he hit him right in his hands.
He had a first down. They hit him at the 40-yard line. They're at the 49 on their side of the field. Would have been enough for a first down by 3 yards. Fell incomplete, so bring up a 3rd and 10 coming up for the Lobos. Now, Lobos have nothing to do with the district playoffs. And does that mean, like, a little bit more?
Yeah, a little triple reverse, option pass, get this, get that.
All right.
Absolutely. Trips right, split left. Huaracha and Bernal. This time, here come the Jags. They're blitzing again. He better not. Woo! It looks like the play was blown dead before, but I tell you, Jags were coming again.
Yeah, I think they called it. Legal procedure. I think it was on the far side of the field.
That's too bad. The Lobos, certainly it's too bad if you're a Lobos fan, but the Lobos were driving, and that's going to hurt because that's going to back them up.
Now, Paul, as a coach, does it help you knowing that these guys have nothing to lose and they're just going to, go all out and try and pass on you and like a lot of big plays?
No, you don't want to play a team like that. You don't want to play a team that has nothing to lose. You don't want to play a team, that is cornered like Vela. You don't want to play those guys because you don't know what to expect.
All right, here we go. It's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Lobos. They're at their own 44-yard line.
This time, 2 running back set with Huaracha on the backfield. Split left, split right. There comes the Jaguars. They're going to blitz again. This time they lob it up, and it's very well covered. It pins. Yes, great defensive play.
Very defensive play.
Very good defensive play by Jesus Guzman. He had his man very well covered. Turned back to the ball, had his back to the receiver, and got it away. Great job.
Great play right there by the defender. So it's going to be a 4th and call it 15 for the Lobos. They're going to be punting from their own, maybe the 37, 38-yard line. And Paul.
Yes, sir.
They picked up 1 first down. It was a big first down. They had another pass for another first down, but they dropped it, so it fell incomplete. That only gave them 1 first down. 4th and 15. They're punting from about their 33-yard line. Pablo.
They got a little bit of wind at his back. This time they did a little trickery of their formation. They split out what's called the gunners, but apparently Econ was pretty much ready for that. Good snap, a little bit low, but he's got it. Got plenty of time. Hits a high knuckleball. That Jaguar's going to let it bounce. It could go into the end zone. And what is he doing? I don't know if he thought that was a kickoff.
I think he thought it wasn't going to go far enough into the end zone, but the bounce seemed like if it was, and it was going to be hard for. He should have turned around.
Describe it. Go. You tried to describe it. That hurts me.
He should have turned around maybe and blocked somebody from getting the ball before it went into the end zone, and he didn't there. He tried to do something with it. He's lucky he got the ball. He bobbled it once, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 1.
Don't it?
Hey, here you go. Hey, you want to make a point right now? You want to do something? Go 99 yards, put some points on the board, and that's advantage Jaguars. We'll wait and see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 8:48 in the first quarter. It is 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line.
Expect the Lobos to blitz. Looks like they are. Woo! They were coming. They were going to blitz 8 on that one, don't it? And cover with 3. And you know what? And I would, because the Jaguars all year have shown no more than two-man route. In other words, only 2 guys going out. And it is what it is. Jaguars have a very uncomplicated offense. That's okay.
Punt it, Pablo.
Not on 1st down, brother. Let's try to do something.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10.5. We can't call it 11 because it's not going to go 11 yards. So here we go, Jaguars.
All right. Looks like the Lobos are creeping up to the line. And, in fact, blown dead. I don't know how far back you can take them, don't it? But that's going to be on the offense because, they stopped the play. So back them up 0.5 a yard.
And Pablo, I'm doing the penalties here, but I cannot. They're not going 5 yards.
What are you going to put? A loss of half a yard?
So they have 1 yard, 2 halves. Not even a whole. Not even a.
The Jaguars have been penalized for half a yard tonight.
Twice.
What? I mean, come on.
What are these guys calling over there? Once again, it's going to be 1st and 11 now. Maybe they're putting on the board, so we'll call it 1st and 11.
They round up.
They're at about the 6-inch line, Pablo.
Yes, sir. And you can expect the Lobos to just bring it, and this will be a good time for play-action pass. And, in fact, it is. And it was a great time. It was a great time for play-action pass. He had his usual target, Doroteo Areola, very, very wide open. But he overthrew it, don't he? He had to get it off quick. Okay, he's standing in his own end zone, so you couldn't take your time with a sweet pass because
that would have been big. That would have been real big right there. And
once again, play-action pass.
Put it somewhere. You called it, but put it somewhere in the area, and 88 will get it. So fell incomplete, so it stops the clock with 8:41. Once again, it's about the 6-inch line for the Jaguars. They're right against their own end zone. And we'll wait and see what happens. 2nd and 11, Pablo.
I do it again because the Lobos are being very aggressive. This time they're going to do a sweep, and he did all he could do just to get out of the end zone, don't it? And the Lobos were blitzing. They were coming off the edge and up the middle, don't it? And I'll tell you what, he was lucky just to get back to the line of scrimmage, which is the half-yard line.
And I thought he was going to get hit in the end zone.
Hey,
but he managed
to jump? He
basically
jumped like a deer,
Got to the 1-yard line, so call it 3rd and 10, 8:20, and going in the first quarter. It's Jaguar football from Edinburg. I'm Donald Salinas. Paul Osbury to my right, bringing you some Jaguar football on a Friday night here in Edinburg.
All right, this time it's going to be a sweep, and he does get outside, but nowhere to go. Maybe a gain of 1 at best. I'll tell you what, the Lobos have showed up on defense tonight. Of course, it doesn't help that the Jaguars pinned himself back because you really limit the play calling, but give credit to the Lobos.
Second time they touch the ball, it's going to be 3 and out once again for the Jags. So again, Jags. I mean, hey Paul, that's a lot of pressure tonight for these Jags. Back-to-back playoffs maybe in their school history, first time ever. So they're trying to make a little history here. That's the Jags. Here we go. It is going to be 4th and 8.
And why not come? It looks like they are coming. Woo! They got a hand on it, don't it? They blocked it. It bounces around. No need to touch it. Don't anybody touch it. Just let it go. There you go. Very smart. Great job. Donut. The Lobos came in and blocked the punt, and they have the ball on the 27 Jaguars.
Is that good field position?
Oh, they're already in field goal range, don't it?
Again, the Lobos got to wake up. They got their hand on the punt. It's going to be partially blocked. It only goes out to the 27-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lobos. That is at the Jag 27-yard line. Paulo, a little update from Sherryland already.
Oh, we knew one already.
Yep, Sherryland with their first string still in there, like you said, maybe a quarter. They're up 7-0.
Okay, here we go. They're up 7-0?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we already got it.
Yes.
See, that's quick. With their first stringers for sure, they're up 7-0 quick on a tricky Vela defense. Oh, this time a little play-action pass. He's got plenty of time. He's running around. He's going to get sacked. And he basically throws it away. We almost thought maybe there was a whistle because he just looked very lackluster on that one. Huaracha pretty much just stood around. I thought, I guess there must have been a whistle.
Yep.
We barely
almost threw an interception at the same time there. So with 7:14, it'll stop the clock, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Lobos at the 27-yard line.
Well, with Economedes pretty much in the first quarter fighting for the lives, 0-0. You got Vela is down 7-0 over there in Sherry. Here we go. This time the Jaguars are looking at split left and split right. Huaracha is in the backfield with 2 additional running backs. It's pretty much strong right if you're the Jaguars. And it's going to be a run. And he hands it up to his running back. But now who got hit at the line, but basically got thrown forward for about 4 yards, don't he?
Yep, picked up 4 yards, called it second, 3rd and 6 coming up for the Lobos. Pablo, 2 down territory?
Oh, absolutely. If you're the Lobos, I mean, you're going to just keep on going for it. There's no doubt. I mean, we're looking at 3rd and 6. Sure, why not?
No matter what kind of kicking game you got?
No.
Don't matter. All right, here we go. It's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up for the Lobos.
Now we got double twins, which means pretty much 2 receivers on both sides. Watch in the backfield are better now. It's going to be a pass. He rolls out to his left. He's got good blocking. He's got a man open in the end zone if he makes the grab, and he does! Touchdown, Lobos!
So with 6:33 left in the first, it's going to be the Lobos striking first on 6 points on a, call it the 27-yard pass.
Watch out to Montalvo connection.
All right, so it's going to be 6-0. We got the point after to come at 6:33. Once again, Lobos came out to play like Paul called it.
Yes,
they've got 1 first down in the first position. They had another one, but it fell incomplete. They come back second time they touch the ball and go on a pass, and quickly they score on the 3rd down play, and it is now Lobos 6, Jaguars 0. Here we go, Paul.
Salvador Jimenez waiting for the snap. It's a good snap up the middle, and it's going to be a good kick. Ooh, extra point, Lobos.
So with 6:33, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what, these Lobos came out to play. Right now they're up 7-0. It's the Lobos 7, the Jags 0, and Pablo. ¿Qué pasó with the Jags? That's what I'm wondering again. Pablo, it's early in the game. You got a lot of game left. They've been down before. We've seen them down before, and they can come back. And to me, they're a good second quarter team, even though we still have a quarter and a half left in this first half. But you need to be careful and not get too far back and wake up a team like the Lobos. I mean, they've gone 3 and out both times, Pablo. So the defense got to be feeling good right now.
Yeah, the Lobos are feeling real good right now. And, of course, yes, the Economedes, if they're not awake, they better be awake now, because they're down 7-0. And the Lobos, and you give credit to the Lobos, give credit to Coach Requeñas over there for the Lobos, because really he had his kids up. He apparently has a good game plan, which is to pressure them quick and to pressure them early. They came on blitz. They blitzed the punt. They got the punt. They threw a nice corner route to the corner, and they're up 7-0. Good credit to the Lobos.
Yeah, it's going to be the Lobos kicking off for the second time tonight. They kicked off to open up the game. The Jags went 3 and out. They got the ball, and after a good punt, started at their own 42-yard line. They got 1 first down, then punted themselves, pinned them back at the 1-yard line. After 2 flags, they moved them back right to the 6-inch line. They ended up punting the ball only to the 27. We had a little run for nothing, then we had an incomplete pass, and then we had a touchdown pass to the end zone. And that's where we're at, 7-0.
You're right on the money there, don't it?
Here we go.
Okay, same type of kick. This one's going to go pretty much back to the 1-yard line, maybe the end zone, the end line. Same thing. The Lobos have great, that's good, good special teams. Looks like the Jaguars are trying to return up the middle, but they came off both edges and got a piece of them. Down to 23?
And Paul, it seems like there's something there every time, but like you say, it closes up quick. The runner's just about 6-7 yards too far back when the hole is there. So by the time he gets there, that hole is closed up pretty quick.
Well, Donan, I got to say this. Sometimes you try to fit a square into a circle peg. It's all a matter of timing. If you have a kicker that kicks it with a lot of hang time, then you should understand a certain timing. If you have a kicker that kicks it low line drive, because every kicker has a style, it looks to me like the Jaguars have not figured out the timing of the Lobos kick.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10. It'll be the 3rd time the Jags are touching the ball. We're down to 6:23 left in the first quarter. It is Lobos 7, Jaguars 0.
All right, Lobos pretty much have just about everybody in the kitchen sink over there against the line. This time dive up the middle. He's got a little bit of room, but gets met quick. A gain of about 3.5. That's going to be good old Alfonso Barrera.
Wow, I think he picked up maybe up to 5 yards on the play. Yeah, he did.
Generous spot.
Giving him 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up for the Jaguars. Again, that's the biggest play they've had all night. 5 yards.
Yes, sir.
And again, you just got hit, like you say, you like to call it. They just got punched, knocked out. How you respond or come back is a big what's going to happen tonight.
You're right about that. Let's see how they answer. This time they go off left guard. And, basically the same play, but just to the other side of the line. Another 4 yards.
Another 4 yards. It'll be 3rd. And Kevin Otto, very manageable for the Jaguars. It's going to be maybe 1.5 yards. That's all. Maybe a half yard. He's going to tell him to come check. But, Paul, you can see it's on the line over there, and they're short of the line here. So, there's nothing. There should be no measurement. And there won't be. He's letting him know how far it is. I think it's more than that, but he told him he's about 8 inches short. That's a pretty good eye there for the ref. So it'll be third and call it 1 for the Jags. We're down to 5:39 and counting, ladies and gentlemen. Still the Lobos 7, the Jaguars 0.
All right, looks like the Jaguars are considerably bigger than the Lobos, but give credit to the Lobos for being quick at best. This time off the right tackle, and it looked like he went through untouched for about 6 and 7 yards there, don't it?
He sure did, down to the 41-yard line. So for the first time for the Jags tonight, move those chains.
And good morning to you, Jaguars.
Hey, you know what, Paulo? And I got to mention it, all these people about these shirts, and I got kids at the school, at the elementary level, going up and, Donut, what's that, move them chains? And they couldn't believe we have shirts.
And that's a beautiful thing, don't it? Thanks to Homer Hospital. This time flag on the play action pass. He was being pressured, and he had to get it away a little bit sooner than what he wanted.
Offsides Lobos. I'm calling offsides Lobos.
You're calling it?
Yeah, I'm calling it. That's what I saw. Maybe.
Either that or the ref trying to pick up his pants on both sides.
We'll wait for the call. Here we go with the call, and it is going to be, it seems to me, like if the near side judge is the one that threw the flag, and he's talking about the second guy from him is the one he said he was offsides. Here comes the call. We'll wait and see. Offsides Lobos, so it's going to be, they had a free down. I mean, he tried to go, but I mean, I don't think many people knew that this guy had thrown the flag. It was kind of low, and he didn't throw it up high, so.
Yeah, I think he lined up offsides from the get-go.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He lined up offside, so it's going to be first. Give it a free down for 5 yards for the Jags. It'll be 1st and 5 from their own 46-yard line. Pablo.
Jags in their usual formation. This time it's going to be a sweep to the right. That's going to be Jesse Gonzalez, who's still on his feet. Can he be caught? He's brought down after probably a gain of about 25, and they ran off the right, this time off the right side again, and it looks like he's down to play, but give credit to Jesse Gonzalez for finding that hole and scrambling for about 25.
It's a timeout. He's down. I think he might be all right, Paulo. We'll wait and see. For right now, it is one more time for the Jags. Move those chains. Jaguars waking up, like I said, good morning. Buenas tardes, buenas noches.
Yes.
They're coming alive. Here we go.
Someone threw some water in their face.
So it's going to be 1st and 10, and the ball's going to be quickly at the 28-yard line of the Lobos. Paulo, I'm going to do a little shout-out, and again, this went big in Cotula, Texas last week.
Cotula, Texas.
My compadre Gus Montemayor could not believe. He thought his son tuned in to valleycenter.com, and he passed by the screen, and he thought it was an update, a commercial. He didn't know what to think because he's a 5-year Booster Club president for the Cougars, and he thought they were giving an update on the news or something. And then he heard us talking, and he goes, "Sounds like Donnie." And then so he came back, and he says before the night was over, there was 18 guys from the Rio Grande, La Joya, Sherryland, Edinburg area tuned into the game, and there were botanas ordered, and there's going to schedule it every time there's a game on.
Give them a shout
out. A little shout out going out to Gus Montemayor. I hope you enjoyed it. So a little shout out going out to compadre Gus Montemayor and all the Cotula fans that he said the word spread out. The next day it was unbelievable how they couldn't believe that they can be over there. You know how Cotula's got a lot of guys from the Valley, and they don't miss the games. They can just tune in to valleycenter.com, and I guess on Thursdays. And imagine next week, Saturday's game. We're going to bring it to you live, man, picture and audio.
That's what I want to hear.
A little shout out going out to Gus Montemayor and his son Josh, Randy, and David, all those guys that are at Cotula, and all the Valley fans we have in Cotula. I hope you all enjoy it and continue enjoying valleycenter.com. And, of course, the picture he couldn't believe, Catch TV 17.
All right, motion to the right. This time they handed off to Montalvo, and he was hit quick, but he did scramble for a few yards, about a gain of 2. And on the last play, Jesse Gonzalez was the young man who was injured, but he walked off under his own power. We're happy for him. Looks like he's going to be okay, but he's being checked out by the trainers.
2nd and 8 coming up for the Jags. They're in business now, Paulo. They went 3 and out the first time, 3 and out the second time. This time they started at about the 23-yard line, not bad, and they've gotten 2 first downs already at the 26-yard line of the Lobos.
Yes, sir. You know what? I'm doing something a little different tonight, don't it? I've kind of picked up on something on the Jaguars. I'm keeping track of where they're running the ball, either up the middle, the left, the right. And, wow, that's a great run. We're going to get a number on that. That's tremendous. That's Ramsey Ramirez. Let's see if we can describe this. He went right up the left side of the center's butt and bounced it outside and gave one of them good old school Emmitt Smith NFL stiff arms.
Did he?
I'm going to go a little bit more. Please.
Yeah, he met him like, he met him about the 13. He went down to the 12. So one more time for the Jags. Move those chains. Third first down they pick up on their third drive. They're at the 12-yard line of the Lobos.
All right, this time he's got two running backs. It's going to be a sweep to the right. And that's Tony Izaguirre, and he's just going to walk into the end zone.
Touchdown, Jaguars! So with 3:48 left in the first quarter, third time the Jaguars touch the ball, they come alive, they pick up 3 big first downs. They had a big run by one of the running backs. So with 3:48 left in the first quarter, it is now the Lobos 7, Jaguars 6. Point after coming up.
Yes, sir. Looks like we have trotting on the field. Jose Valle going to be kicking there, looking for one more player. And Jaguars going to have to call a timeout because apparently they don't have enough men on the field. And you, as a coach, you hate to have to call a timeout because of that. And that, you know, there is a coach for everything on the sidelines. There's a coach for keeping you aware how many timeouts. There's a coach for everything. Let me tell you, there's a coach that's supposed to be counting folks on the field.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you something else. This happened to the Jags last year. And, they had to get a timeout, and they needed that timeout, and then they got, after the timeout, they still didn't have enough guys.
No.
They still didn't have enough guys,
no.
And they got penalized, and then they missed the extra point. They were going for 2, and then they were, of course, didn't make it, but they were from the 8 instead of the 3. So, and again, let me tell you what. I mean, I'm not going to say anything or whatever, but a lot of, pointing the finger was going on, and Coach Peña was upset.
Don't it? I coach at the middle school, and I can tell you that both myself and my other coach, we count every play, every time. And we turn to each other, yeah, we got 11. That's what we do, don't it?
Yeah, and then at a big game, I mean, you shouldn't even be worried about that.
That's It's a low snap. Give credit to the holder because he put it on the tee. Thanks to, if you ever see the replay from the Cat TV here, because not only could we see on the screen, but I could see the ball hit the ground and put back on the tee. Great job, Cat.
It was going to be extra point Jaguars. There we go. We're getting there. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, in case you're just joining us, it was the Jaguars' third time they touched the ball. The first 2 times they went 3 and out. Third time they came out after the Lobos had scored on a 3rd and 10. They scored a 27-yard pass to the end zone. So they knocked out a little bit. But you know what? If you're going to answer the call, that's the way to do it. Come back and put 7 points. The momentum coming back on the Jaguar side.
Jaguars are bigger and strong. They should move them back. And so that's what happened. Now, what I did here, I kept track on that particular drive. The Jaguars had a very heavy dose of running off the right side. I don't know what they saw. Maybe they're able to outman the left side of the Lobos line, defensive line, but on the right side of the Jaguar offensive line, they were getting a good strong push, and they ran that last drive. They ran a total of 7 times and ran 5 times to the right.
A little shout going out to the family and my daughter Kayla. That was the Falcones. La Joya. It is now the Cougars 7, Joya 0. Also Ramiro Ramirez, tailgater. He's over there at the game. Send me a score update. It is.
Imagine I had chicken in my hands right now.
Cougars 7 and it is La Joya 0, and it is 4 minutes and a half left in the first quarter. Hasta el time y todo.
Yes, sir.
Those are updates there.
That's quick. That's good, man.
There we go. It's Jaguars kicking off on the south side to the north. We still have 3:48 left in the first quarter, there, and we're all locked up at 7.
Kicking into a slight breeze. It's a very short kick fielded by one of the upbacks, so not the regular returner, and he slips and falls, and he touches his knee, and they're going to down him already. That was Montalvo receiving the kickoff. I'm sure he doesn't usually return it, but for a short kick, he got it and slipped.
Yeah, it's going to be down at the 23-yard line. He slipped, his knee hit the ground. Good call by the refs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lobos, and they're going to be at their own 23-yard line now, Paul.
Yes, sir.
It seems to me like if the Lobos came to throw the ball tonight, we'll wait and see if the Jaguars are going to adjust. But I see them adjusting real good after, to me, maybe they were blitzing too much in the beginning.
They were, and the Lobos were doing a great job with quick pass. Now, what they did on that last touchdown was they rolled out the quarterback, which was very smart, and they had some good blocking. They double-teamed the outside linebacker on that one. This time they go, ooh. What happened was that's false start by the right side of the offensive line for the Lobos. That's going to hurt, because now they're going backwards on it.
Yeah, they got 4 flags already for 20 yards, and the Jags have 2 flags, but only for 8 inches.
I love it. Oh, that's a first, don't it? That is a first. We're not going to have that on our shirt, right? No. 8 inches of penalty. What? You go, what?
2 flags for 8 inches. That's all the Jags.
Yeah.
And they scored on. No, they didn't score on that drive.
All right, trips right and a split left. That's what the Jaguars are looking at. Huaracha in the shotgun. And this time the Jaguars are blitzing. He better get it off, and he does. That's a great remedy for a blitz as a screen pass. Give credit to the Lobos for throwing a screen pass to now. I'll tell you what. I think everybody on both coaches' staffs know that the Jaguars are going to blitz. And I'll give credit to the Lobos because those are all the right calls against the blitz.
They needed 15, and they got 18. So one more time for the Lobos.
Move those chains.
It'll be a first down. Ball will be spotted at about the 36-yard line, maybe the 37. It'll be first and 10 for the Lobos. We have 3:31 left. We're still locked up at 7.
All right, trips left and twins right. That's what the Jaguars are looking at. Huaracha in the backfield all by himself. Motion. Oh, and there goes the right side of the offensive line for the Lobos again. Shooting themselves in the foot. But with a BB gun, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Speak a little politically correct.
Yes.
You know what? With one of them soft darts.
Oh, okay. A paint gun?
Yeah, no. Like my 5-year-old shoots little Nerf balls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not going to hurt anything. Okay, he shot himself in the foot with a Nerf ball.
You know what I bought at school, Pablo?
Dígame.
A gun that shoots marshmallows.
What? Like to eat? Like I need a marshmallow, honey.
I'm gonna show you one of those.
No way.
Yes.
Across the living room?
Hey, I shot it about 15 yards, and one of our parents there at school, man. They go.
Trips to the left and split twins to the right. He's got a little bit of time. He's going to be in his. It's good. Yeah, I caught it.
Oh, did he go through the receiver to get to that?
It's going to be an interesting call. I wouldn't doubt if it was offensive pass interference.
He grabbed him?
As he saw that it was about to be intercepted. And I'll tell you what, if that's the case, I'd give credit to the Lobos.
Oh, it's going to be against the Jags. Pass interference, Paulo.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Does that help? I mean, I think he got a lot of help from the coaches, but like you called it, and I thought it was going to be against the receiver.
Yes.
They called it against the defender.
On that particular play, though, now every pass play, not all of them, but they should be timed. So the quarterback did a 3-step drop, which means on his 3rd step he should throw the ball. If he didn't, and so the receiver had already long stopped, and that was just too easy for the Jaguar defender because, hey, is he going to throw it to him? Sure, I'll just start coming forward. Why not?
Yeah,
and it could have, should have, would have been a pick.
Once again, they needed 15. They got 12, but nevertheless, it's going to be an automatic first down. So one more time, move those chains.
Split left, split right. Huaracha in the backfield. This time they break down a little quickly. And it gives Coach Riqueñas a chance to give him an audible, and he does. This time the quarterback changed the play on the line. He's got 2 running backs on his right and his left hip. Got plenty of time. This time he asks for the ball. Here comes the Jaguars. They're blitzing, and it's going to be a pass. This time very well timed. Very well timed. This time it was a 1-step drop, and he hit number Cantu in the hands. So that was a perfectly timed pass. He ran about 5 yards, stopped and turned around. Ball was on cue in his hands, and it was a drop pass.
Second drop pass, going in the same area, follow there. That could have been completed. Falls incomplete, so it'll stop the clock with 2:41. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm Donald Salinas. You're listening to ValleyCenter.com, and again, you're going to be watching it on Cats TV 17. That is KATS Channel 17. And let me tell you what, Cats TV Channel 17, you're doing a great job, and everybody was talking about how good the picture was last week. So again, hats off to Cats TV 17.
Amen. Trips left and split right. Huaracha in the backfield with 1 running back. This time it's going to be a bubble screen, but it's going to be covered by the Jags. They were waiting for that, don't it? That's too easy, don't it? And I'll tell you what, I'm not saying that was a badly designed play, but I'll tell you what, the wide receiver did not sell that. The corner saw that very quickly, and you can tell as the wide receiver came off the line, they didn't have the heart in it. In other words, they were looking to block before the ball was thrown, and a good instinctive corner will snip that, and he did.
Yeah, lost barely a yard and a half. Call it 3rd and 11 coming up. Big 3rd down play. Not very manageable.
No, not 3rd and 12.
Not Kevin?
No, sir. That's
We'll give Kevin a shout out. How's that? Because Kevin is going to be one of your plays. Here we go. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Lobos.
Trips left and split right. This time the Jaguars are blitzing. He better get it off. He throws it away, and it's a. Wow, I'll tell you what, the quarterback, that's good credit to the quarterback for knowing where his receiver was going to be. He had to let go of the ball early, and he hit better now, pretty much the same route in which they scored a touchdown. He came back for the ball, hit him in both hands, and he dropped it.
It went through his hands and hit his knee, bounced right off. Maybe the guy was coming to block for him, could have had it, but didn't go far enough. So it's going to be a 4th and 11 coming up for the Lobos. Hey, Jaguar defense came out big after they scored. The offense came back and scored themselves, and then the defense held them after only 2 first downs.
I'm going to call that some sweat there right there.
All right.
But for a couple of drop passes, the Lobos will still have the ball. Right now they don't, and they're punting. And they got just a slight breeze at his back. This time another low snap, which he caught on a low line drive, which should be returned. Oh, it takes a Lobo hop. It takes a Lobo hop, and the Jaguar this time, I'm sure he got thoroughly spoken to. Is that the best way to say it?
Yes.
And he got away from that because he was hopping around doing it. So get away from it. So give credit to the Lobos for pinning it back on the 11?
The 11-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Jags. We're down to 1:45 left in the first quarter. We're still Lobos 7, Jaguars 7, and Jaguars can take care of business and be in the playoffs. And after 4 years, we're going to get a playoff game in Edinburg.
I love it.
I can't remember the last playoff game we've ever done here. Anybody, gentlemen? How long has it been, a playoff game here in Edinburg? It just seems to me like we travel every year, and even though we get 2 teams in the playoffs, we're traveling every year. But for the first time since I've been here, since 4 years, it's going to be the first playoff game on a Saturday night, and we're going to go live, man.
This time Jaguars run off the right side, but got stuffed at the line. They were in split 2, had 2 receivers to the right, and ran to the right. This time they got stuffed for maybe a no gain.
Well, we got a flag on the field. Let's wait and see what happened. It's going to be false start.
False start or doing the boogie. Certainly we're just making fun of the refs, but that's just, they use hand signals to communicate to each other and to the fans. And that signal false start.
All right, here we go. That's the 3rd flag tonight. It's been for 5 yards and 8 inches.
That just sounds so good.
Call it first and 15. It's they're backed up to the 6-yard line. And Paul, that's got to hurt. We know what's going to happen, but after you get a little momentum, you got to carry it and take it throughout for the rest of the game.
You're right, and it looks like that's going to hurt. But let's see how they. It's going to be play action pass. He's got a man open if he hits him on stride, and he just barely overthrew him. I'll tell you what, I got to give credit to the cornerback, Robert Riojas. I'll tell you what, very good coverage, very good coverage.
You just don't expect that. And again, they've done it both times on first down.
But look, Donna, only 2 guys, because this guy came up sideline, only 2 guys are coming back. That's a 2-man route. Donna, that's very easy to cover. Because in theory, you just cover the 2 outside guys.
Somebody goes out, go.
But it's 9, why not? Because that's what the Jaguars do. And that could be their downfall in the play.
All right, it's going to be 2nd and 15, and stop the clock with 1:37 left in the first quarter. It's still Global 7, Jaguars 7.
All right, this time Jaguars have 1 running back out to the left, and they just absolutely demolished the outside linebacker for the Lobos and got outside and got a gain of 6.
Yeah, picked up 6. It'll be 3rd and 9 coming up for the Jags. But Paul, when you're that close to your end zone, you need to kind of be careful on the play calling.
Yes, sir, you do. You have to be just basically, as a general rule, a little bit more conservative because anything goes wrong and the other team picks it up, they could potentially score.
Yeah, they told you what they've done when they get the ball, that far close to the end zone. When they had a 1st and 10 from the 27 on the 3rd down, they hit it all the way to the end zone for a score. So be careful here, Jags. It is 3rd and 8, 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Jaguars 7, Lobos 7. Pablo.
Here we go. This time it's going to be play action pass once again. He's being pressured, but he gets the ball away. Tremendous catch and grab. Let me see. That's Rolando Resendez. Great job. He did basically a 10-yard curl, turned around, and the ball was delivered on time. Hit him right between both numbers. Bam. There you go. And
move those chains. They needed 8. Picked up 10 on the play. Perfect pass. Perfect catch. Everything went well for the Jaguars.
Very nice.
Big play, and you need plays like that if you want to continue playing in the playoffs. And that's got to be a big plus for the Jaguars. So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the 23-yard line. We're down to 38 seconds left in the first quarter.
Here we go. Jaguars in their usual bunch formation. Of course, bunch can mean several things, but for us tonight, it's going to mean just a whole bunch of guys right next to the center, all right? This time, dive off the right side. They went nowhere.
Nowhere. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, and this might take us to the end of the first quarter. We'll wait and see if they're going to get a play in. They send the play in. The clock hasn't started. We're down to 16 on the clock, and the play clock is barely going to start. Well, he hasn't started the clock yet. Now he does, but they got no reason to run a play, and I don't think they will. We'll wait and see.
I don't think they're aware of it. I'd be surprised if they get the play off, but they just may, knowing these guys. It's going to be a sweep to the right. He's got a block, and he could have got outside. I don't know how. It looked like a very promising play. That was Tony Seguirre went outside on the sweep, and he got about 6, but he should have got about 80.
2, 3, 4. Picked up 5 yards, Paulo. It'll be 3rd and 5. That's going to take us to the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm Donald Salinas, and to my right, as always, it's Paul Osbury. We're in Edinburg. We're at Edinburg Cat Stadium. After 1 quarter of play, we're locked up at 7. It's the Jaguars 7, Lobos 7. Jaguars must win to take care of business on their own, not worry about what happens in Sherryland or anywhere else, and they'll be in the playoffs for the 2nd time in a row. For Coach Peña, he was where he always told me since he got here, you know, give me 3 years, Donut, and I'll guarantee you we're going to be in the playoffs. But he did it in the 2nd year. Yeah. After going 0-10, came back and went to the playoffs and lost to Del Rio, I believe, in Corpus on the last play of the game. So he almost went to the 2nd round, and this year he's looking at going to the 2nd round or further. And I tell him, when you can say those words and you do it, I mean, or you have a chance to do it, that's pretty good. I mean, you got to have a good feeling about yourself if you're the coach. So here we go. It's going to be 2nd quarter. 12 minutes left. Of course, we're going to start the 2nd quarter. It is 3rd and 5 from the 29 for the Jags.
Sweep to the right. They got plenty of blocking. He's down. All he got to do is just outrun these guys, and he gets shoestring tackled at the 35. They needed 5, and they got about 40. So
we'll call it 40, Paul, 42 yards on that play. So it's going to be one more time for the Jags.
Move those chains. On a long run from Tony Aguirre, right off the right side. Great job.
And Pablo, after going 3 and out, they've turned things around. They got up to 6 first downs, now 3 on the last scoring drive, and another 3 on this drive. They start at the 11-yard line. Quickly, they're at the 33-yard line of the Lobos.
Yes, sir. And if you are the Lobos, it's strong right. This time, dive up the middle. I see a flag. I don't know if that's on the offense or defense, but that's Alfonso Barrera up the middle for a gain of 5 if it stands.
Yeah, it's going to be offsides against the Lobos, so it'll be 1st down again, but this time it's going to be 1st and 5. And, Paulo, that is 7 flags.
That's not helping the Lobos.
7 flags for 35 yards.
35.8?
Yeah. No, the Jags. The Jags have 3 penalties for 5 yards and 8 inches. Yeah. You want some stats? We got them for you in Edinburg, man. Once again.
Those are unofficial because it could be 5 yards and 7 inches. Okay, so that's unofficial.
Yeah. So it's going to be the 4th time the Jags touch the ball, Pablo. And, of course, the Lobos have touched it 3 times, and they punted the last time. They scored on their 2nd possession. So Jags should start taking care of business right now, man, and just keep on going and playing some Jag football and just taking it to you. And once in a while, throw that pass.
They found their stride. If you're the Lobos, you're looking at strong right. That's the best way I can describe it. Okay, Jaguars have 1 receiver split out to the left. And it's going to be a sweep to the right, to the left. He runs it back, turns it back inside. Some nifty little running. Give credit. Wow, give credit for a very strong run. Ramsey Ramirez, he did some good juking and jiving, jumped over a few guys.
Yeah.
And got a 1st down.
He needed 5. He picked up 8. So one more time. Move those chains. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jags. Jags trying to take control over the game after going 3 and out. First 2 times they touched the ball, and the 3rd time they scored. This is the 4th time they touched the ball, and already they started at their own 11, and quickly they're at the 20-yard line of the Lobos.
Yes, sir. This time, if you're the Lobos, we'll just kind of, there's just so many guys near the line. We're going to call it strong right. Jaguars. Motion across the formation. It's going to be a dive up the middle. Or it's going to be a pitch out to the right. He's got a block. Can he get it around the corner? And he makes a move. And he stepped out of bounds.
Good call by the ref. And again, you want to give the kid, the touchdown. But, as a ref, once again, you got to do your job. After a good cutback at the 1-yard line, he cut it in for the end zone, but he did step out of bounds. So it's going to be one more time. Move those chains and drop them chains. That's Paul Osbury. I'm Donald Salinas. We're having a blast, ladies and gentlemen. 2 old friends for over 25 years. Let me tell you what, we're enjoying calling this football here in Edinburg. It's our 1st year together. And let me tell you what, I hope we do it for a lot of years, Pablo.
Amen, brother.
Here we go.
All right, you can expect a dive right up the gut. And there it is, and there's your touchdown. That was too easy to call.
So, touchdown, Jaguars.
That's right.
Pablo, another
update. Up the middle.
Another update.
What? You got one?
Score, Cougars 14 and the Coyotes 0. It's in the 2nd quarter. So,
in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, and the Cougars are up 14-0. Again, Cougars is kind of tuning up, I guess, for next week. And the same thing, I'm sure if you're, like you brought it up as a coach, you want to make sure you're injury-free going into the playoffs.
Oh, yes, sir. Certainly the Cougars are kind of a little bit, everybody's in a different boat.
And remember, they need to rest, what's the name?
Running back.
Olivares or Alvarez?
Alvarez, they're trying to get him healed up. This time it's no good. Pulled to the left.
To the left.
Yes, the Jaguars would love to have both their running backs healthy because against the Sherry, it was nothing but white sides up the middle for nothing. And so they're trying to get Alvarez healthy for the Jaguars. I mean, for the Cougars.
For the Cougars, yeah, and he'll be ready for, they're playing Eagle Pass in Alice, Texas, next Saturday, 6 o'clock in the evening. Of course, we're not sure if somebody will be there to carry that game for you, but it's going to be me and Pablo in Edinburg carrying the Jag, hopefully the Jag, against the Alexander school from Laredo. That's what we're thinking of. They're thinking of doing with me and Pablo. We'll be here next Saturday, live picture and audio, Pablo, on a Saturday night, bringing you some high school playoff first round in South Texas. So with 10:37 left in the half, ladies and gentlemen, it is now the Jags from Economedes 13 and the Lobos 7.
I hope that missed extra point doesn't turn back to haunt them. That was all we could, it was pretty much on the kicker. It was a good hold. It was a good snap. It was a good hold. There wasn't any unusual pressure, and I can tell you from a technique viewpoint that's what happens when a kicker looks up. He's just too anxious to see where the ball goes. If you look up, it pulls up your toe, and when you pull up your toe, certainly for a right-footed kicker, it means you're going to pull it to the left, and that's exactly what happened.
All right, so it'll be the Jags kicking out from the north to the south,
and a very mishit kickoff as that is yanked to the right side for a left-footed kicker. They got a different guy on the kickoff. He has definitely pulled the same thing. He looked up, which lifts up your toe, messed up the spin of the football, and went out of bounds. That's going to give the Lobos a very good field position.
35-yard line, Pablo?
Yes, sir.
I think, or maybe the 30.
You know what? Don't it? And it's I don't.
Did they change it?
I know it changed like just a few weeks ago because
I thought it was a 35 always. And then
if it goes out on the 34, it's on the 35. If it goes out on the 1, it's on the 35. Whatever.
It's at the 30.
Now the 30.
Yeah. That's what happened.
The closest yard line? I don't know.
Yeah.
The bottom line is they have it on the 30.
At the 30, first and 10 for the Lobos. We're 10:37 left in the half. It's the fourth time the Lobos will be touching the ball. They scored on their second possession on a 27-yard pass to the end zone.
The Jaguars are looking at a complete spread, 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. By virtue of motion, 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Going to be a quarterback keeper. Try to go up the gut, but nothing doing as the Jaguars were ready for that. That's a quarterback draw that went nowhere.
Pablo, I forgot the flag on the Jaguars on that pass, so it went. Now it's 4 flags for 20 yards and 8 inches.
20 yards.
We're gonna keep it.
Yeah, okay. Keep it. Keep the 8 inches, man. That's some funny stuff. And every now and then, maybe at the start of the next quarter, we should explain.
We should. Okay, we'll let them know what these guys talking about. We'll let you know, ladies and gentlemen, once again later on in the game. Here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up for the Lobos. We're under 10 minutes left in the half. It's the Jaguars 13, the Lobos 7.
All right, clearly the Jaguars are blitzing, and the coach is able to give an audible. Let's see how he counters the potential blitz, which it is coming, and that's how you do it, is you lob it up, but it's very well covered.
Is it picked off? What a play. One-hander tipped it up in the air and came up with an interception. That is number 32, if I'm not mistaken. Give me a name. Give me a name.
Jesus Guzman, who had tremendous coverage earlier, and I'll tell you what, I got an update, don't it?
Give me an update.
Ooh. Here you go.
Here we go.
Sherry Land, 28, Bella 7. Ouch.
Oh, so they scored.
Yeah, they scored a lot.
No, the SaberCats scored 7.
They did. They scored 7, but Sherry has scored 28, and they're early in the second quarter. So that's an update from a good friend of mine, Carlos Cavazos, who has tuned in to ValleyCentral.com several times. My boy, Carlos Cavazos. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
All right, so it's going to be the 5th time the Jags touch the ball. They've scored on their last 2 possessions. They picked up plenty of first downs. They're up to 8 first downs. We'll wait and see what they do here.
I think it was Alfonso Barrera up the middle, and a nifty little game.
Picked up 12 yards.
Yes, he needed 10. He got 13, and kind of went backwards a little bit. So they're going to
move those chains.
That was Alfonso Barrera.
8 first downs already for the Jags, and again, Jags are taking control of the game. Credit to the Lobos for coming out fighting hard, but once again, like he said, you know they're oversized, and but again, early in the game, Paul, we still got a lot of game left, but it seems lately the last 2 times the Jags have touched the ball, they've put 13 points, and this one seems like it's going to continue. It's 1st and 10 ball at the 43-yard line. Pablo.
Here we go. This time's going to be a sweep, and I'll tell you what, I'm noticing. Now I know it's not a coincidence. What's going on with the outside linebacker or the defensive end for the Lobos is they are attacking the lead blocker. They are cutting the blocker, and so they're causing a pileup of bodies. And on that particular play, it worked. it caused the Jaguar defender to have to jump over him, and it messed up his momentum, and they tackled him for a loss of 1.
Lost of 2 to Cardinal on the board. I mean, that's
true.
Yeah, so it's going to be second and 12 coming up. We're under 9 minutes left in the half, ladies and gentlemen. Still the Jags 13, the Lobos 7.
Jaguars split 2 receivers to the right, and this time it's going to be a dive right up the middle. He's met by the linebacking crew for the Lobos. Great job. They stuffed him on the line, maybe a gain of 1, so now they're going to be what?
3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Jags. Big play. Hey, we know Coach Pena likes to go for it. 2-down territory?
Oh, sure. That doesn't slow him. It needs to be like 4th and 40 for Pena not to go for it.
It'll be 3rd and 11. They're calling it on the board. We'll go with 3rd and 11. We're under 8:15 left in the half, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Doran Salinas. You got Paul Osbury to my right. Once again, we're bringing you Jag football from Edinburg, Cat Stadium. A little shout out going out to Coach Duffy. Hey, Duffy. We'll see you later, buddy. 2
receivers to the right. This time he's going to roll out to his right. It's going to be a pass. He's got someone on his tail. He outruns him. He's got nowhere to go, don't it? He runs out of bounds for a loss of 5. Throw the ball away, don't it? Easier for us to say.
Yeah,
He's sitting in an air conditioner, heated booth. But I'll tell you what, he could have easily thrown the ball away. He decided to keep it and ran out of bounds for a loss of about 4.
They're showing the punting team on the field, Paulo. Can you believe it?
Third and 15. You know what? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's give it to him. 3rd and 15. 4th and 15. The defense has been doing good the last 2 times. They've gone on the defensive side. And Coach Pena elected to punt the ball here. It's going to be a 4th and 15, and Jack showing punt.
Yes, sir. Good snap. He's got plenty of time. Gets a low knuckleball line drive. It's going to take a Jaguar hop. The Lobos want no part of it. It's going to probably go down the – no, don't touch the line. No. They're going to say he gained possession, and his body slid it. You know.
Oh, does it matter?
It does, don't it? Because it depends. We're in the NFL or in high school? I don't know. But what should have happened was that should be a touchback.
Right.
But give credit to the refs for making the call. They just made the call.
Well, what looked good is they both decided to make the same call at the same time. If one of them had shown a touchback and the other one had spot the ball, it would have looked bad. But both of them felt you had possession of the ball. In high school, you're down, you get the ball. Yeah. That's where it's going to be spotted. Right. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lobos. This is the 5th time they touch the ball, but they got to go 99 yards.
That can't be good field position.
No,
it can't. It can't.
It don't get any worse than that?
Yeah,
8 inches.
Half a yard back.
8 inches.
This time the Lobos have trips to the left and split right. Looks like the Jags are going to blitz because they're going man-to-man across the board. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Great call for the Lobos as Wadacha goes off the right side. That's a very good play call. Gets a gain of about 8 or 7. Oh,
7 yards.
We hope he's okay, but whoever that is down the field, give credit to Wadacha. Or looks like some other player, but he's going off.
81.
He's going off on his own power. Or I don't know if he knows.
I don't know where he's going. I don't know if
he's going to the concession stand. But looks like he's okay. But give credit to a quarterback keeper, a gain of about 7.
All right, so it'll be 2nd and 3 coming up. They got the ball out to the 8-yard line, so it's a good pickup right there.
Very smart play, as that's the right call at that particular time. Give credit to the Lobos coaching staff. This time, trips right, split left. Wadacha on the backfield with a one running back set on his left hip. It's going to be another quarterback keeper who was designed to go to the left, but he breaks it back to the right and outruns everybody for a tremendous gain of about 12.
They needed only 3, so one more time for the Lobos. Move those chains.
As Wadacha runs for his life and gains 12. Good job. It was designed to go to the left. He cuts it back to the right and runs himself out of bounds after 12 yards.
Now, as a defensive coach, you did what you had to. You got to give them credit there, Pablo?
Yes, sir, because that means one of the offensive linemen did his job and basically provided the cutback lane. That you can see that regularly in the NFL. That's by design. Here it was just by accident. Give credit to Wadacha for being instinctive and finding the hole.
All right, timeout being called by the Lobos. So once again, with its 6:55 left, ladies and gentlemen, in the half, it is the Jaguars 13, the Lobos 7. Lobos trying to get back into the game. They've held the ball 5 times. They scored on their second possession on a 27-yard pass to the end zone. The Jags went 3 and out on their first 3 possessions. After that, they scored on their 4th. And they scored on their 3rd and 4th possession. On the 5th possession, they ended up punting the ball. It was a great punt down to the 1-yard line. And the Lobos have picked up a big first down, got a little breathing room. Now they have a 1st and 10 at the 19. And we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, Jags have been penalized 4 times for 20 yards and 8 inches.
I love that, don't it?
So what happened, ladies and gentlemen, they were pinned down inside the 1 on their third possession, on their second possession, and they managed to get 2 illegal procedures, so you can't take them further than half the distance. So it gave them only about 8 inches of penalties. That's why we're calling it a 20 and 8 inches after 4 flags. Here we go, Paulo.
La verdad. Okay, this time they're going to do a dive up the middle.
Fumble!
Before the quarterback could even hand it off, the Jaguars were blitzing everybody and the whole bench, and it looks like they got to him before the ball was handed off, and they're signaling it's going to be Jaguar ball.
So it's going to be Jaguar football, ladies and gentlemen, with 6:49 left. They come up with a big hit right as soon as he got the ball. It came loose, and they fell on it, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Jags. 6:49 left. It is Jaguars 13, the Lobos 7, but they have a 1st and 10 at the Lobos, call it the 16-yard line.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with the number. I'm gonna go with Kevin Rios on the fumble recovery. Great job, the blitz from the outside, and came in so fast and so hard that before he could hand it off, he hit the quarterback and just lost the ball.
Pablo, you got to put points on the board if you want to go to the playoffs and go in with a good,
Oh man, as we're talking, the Lobos blitzed about 45 guys and got to the Jaguars in the backfield as they were going to attempt a sweep. That's a loss of 5.
Lost 5 yards on the play, so it'll be 1st and 15 for the Jags. And all of a sudden, these Lobos are playing hard, Paulo. You got to love that, man. If you're a coach, what does this mean? It just means that, what do you got to lose? And these kids are showing a lot of pride. Paulo, a little update from La Joya. Cougars 21. La Joya 0. Shout out going out to the Falcon family and the Ramirez family.
Play action pass. He's got a man very wide open, but it was slightly overthrown. That was almost Alvarez to Austin Reina connection. He had him open going from his left to right to the right side corner of the end zone, and he overthrew him slightly.
Yeah, once again, little shout out going out to the tailgate crew from the Ramirez family and also the Falcon family. You have Kayla with them over there. Take care of her, Mrs. Falcon.
She's probably doing her homework, don't I?
Appreciate the babysitting.
She's probably reading again. Great job.
Here we go, 3rd and 15.
This time a dive right up the middle to Alfonso Barrera. He's still on his feet. He goes untouched right up the middle.
Jaguars! Touchdown!
Wait.
Touchdown, Jaguars! There we go. Once again, that was a good run. We caught by surprise there. You can sometimes see when the touchdown's going to happen. We're looking back here. This guy comes out of the middle, straight ahead. Maybe get the replay right here, Paulo, and you can tell what happened. But once again, it's a Jaguar touchdown with 6:03. It took him only 3 plays to get into the end zone. It was a big run up the middle on a 3rd and 12, and he went all the way to the end zone.
And it looks like it's good. Extra point, Jaguars. So, Tony, what happened on that last series? And I'll tell you what, the offensive coordinator, whoever that is, actually we have a name here, but give credit to the offense for the Jaguars because they ran sweep, play action pass, and then bam, up the gut. And as the Lobos were preparing for another sweep, and they ran right up the middle, and Alfonso Barrera went untouched for I don't know what, 20-some yards.
How quick did he get to the secondary?
In una línea, straight. Gone.
Rápido.
Yes.
So, with 6:03, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm Don at Salinas, and Paulo Alvarez to my right. Let me tell you, the Jags have scored on 3 of their last 4 possessions, Paulo. That's going to be big for the Jags. So, Jags are starting to get, not only momentum, but a good feeling about what they can do next week. The chances are good. They are playing the top-seeded small school. The Cougars are getting the 2nd-seeded small school, and again, the Sherryline will get the low-seeded big school.
Say that 3 times.
And Donna will get the 2nd-seeded big school. So once again, Jaguars have to be happy with what's going on right now. They didn't start very pretty, but all of a sudden it's been Jaguar football. It is now the Jags from Economedes 20 and the Lobos 7.
Here we go, about to kick off with a slight breeze at his back. All right, they're back. Jaguars about to kick off. He puts his foot in the ball. It's a squip, short kick. He should fair catch it, but he caught it nonetheless. That was basically a glorified onside kick. And what you do on that one, Donut, is you take a chance that the up lineman cannot catch it. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to give a number because this is probably the first time he's going to be called ever. Is Juan Martinez makes the catch of the day. He catches the kickoff and hits the ground, and that's some good coaching because that's what you should do. Don't even try to advance it. Just hit the ground.
So they're going to spot the ball at the 40-yard line, right across the 40. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lobos. We're 6:03 left in the half. Jaguars 20, Lobos 7. I'm Donald Salinas. Paul Osborne to my right. You're listening through valleycentral.com. And, of course, you'll get the picture with Cats TV. That is KATS, channel 17.
All right, looks like split left, split right. It's going to be a dive up the middle to the running back. He's been running pretty good, by the way. That's Jose Betanao. Went off the right guard for a gain of about 6.
We got 2 different spots. We're on the far side spot.
They gave him the Jaguar spot.
Yeah, so it's going to be a pickup of 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Lobos. We're under 5:40 left in the half.
All right, good little nifty run by Betanao right there as they ran off the right guard. This time, Jaguars looking at one receiver left and one on the right. Call it split left, split right. There are 3 running backs in the backfield. I give credit to the Lobos for changing up their formation quite a bit. Let's see what they're going to do with it as Jaguars threaten to blitz up the middle. And in fact, it's a fumble!
It'll be low ball. He fell right back on it. So they haven't set yet, but I expect to see a second down. Yeah, he's running the clock. It'll be third down coming up. They had a 2nd and 4. Now it's going to be a 3rd and call it 7 coming up for the Lobos.
What should have been a run right off the left tackle. Quarterback did hand off the ball cleanly. There was no reason to, we don't know what happened, but bottom line was the running back did not field it cleanly. He fumbled the ball, but yet recovered by the Lobos. And as you said, it was about 3rd and 8. And split left, split right. Huaracha under center. He's got 3 running backs. Jaguars are threatening the blitz, and they do blitz. And he rolls out to his right, but he cannot escape as the Jaguars blitz right up the gut.
They sent all 45, Pablo?
They blitzed about 35 guys. But give credit, you got to, man. Give credit to, let me get a number here, Ruben Barco. He got through, and he sacked the quarterback. He was going to roll out to the right, and it would have had some success, but give credit to the only success is if he has time. And he obviously didn't have time because he got it before he could even throw the ball.
Pablo, they had a 2nd and 4 coming out at the 44, at the 46, and they went backwards. Now it is 4th and 14. They got at the 40. They're back to their own 37.
Yep, that's what a missed handoff will do. Very good snap. This time it's fielded cleanly. He hits a high knuckleball. No one's going to even try to catch that one. That takes a bounce. That takes, that's now. What Donut was reacting to was that a ball that is hit that high and that short. The returner, what he should do is notify his guys, get away. Please start getting away from this area because the ball's going to land right about there. He did not, and it fortunately did not bounce into in one of the Jaguars as it is their ball.
Yeah, it almost is. Again, Paul, the design of the football, you never know where it's going to bounce. In basketball, tennis or baseball, you kind of, once in a while you get a bad hop or, hit a funny spot on the field. But in football, you never know where it's going to bounce. Right. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Jags. 3:51 left in the half. They're up 20-7.
If the Lobos looking at strong left, that's the best way I can call it with all these, their formation. It was going to be a run up the left, right up the left guard. He got met instantly at the line, a gain of maybe 2.
Pick up 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8 coming up. We're under 3:40, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm Donald Salinas. I got Paul Osborne to my right. You're hearing Jaguar football here at Edinburg Cat Stadium. It's been all Jags after going 3 and out. They've scored on their 3rd possession, their 4th possession, their 6th possession, and they have the ball now for the 7th time. The Lobos scored on their 2nd possession to make it 7-0, and after that, it's been all Jaguars.
Oh, it definitely been all Jaguars, and we were talking about they needed to wake up. I'll tell you, someone threw some coffee, they threw some water, they threw some dog food, they threw everything at them, and they woke up. And this time, the Lobos, they're going to do a sweep. And again, the Lobos, I'll tell you what, the Lobos are ready for the sweep, don't it? And I don't mean with a broom. I'm talking about that's a style of play. It's a style of run that's designed to go outside. That's a basic. That's what we call a sweep. And the Lobos are ready for that.
Picked up 2 yards in the 1st down, picked up 2 in the 2nd, call it 3rd and 6 coming up. We're under 2:45 and counting left in the half. It's still the Jaguars 20, the Lobos 7. We're at Edinburg Cat Stadium. We're getting updates from all around. It was the last update we got was 28-7 Sherryland over Sabercats and 21-0 Cougars over La Joya.
Play action pass. They throw into the flats, and he is met instantly, but after a gain of about.
It's going to be close. Yeah, it's going to be close.
And do you think he's going to go for it?
They're spotting it right at the line, so he might give him a 1st down. We'll wait and see.
No, they're going to. It's not a 1st down, but yeah, I'll bet you some nachos.
You want to?
He's going to go for it.
Well, I think it's a 1st down.
Oh, you think it's a first down?
Was it? Look, they spotted the ball and they threw it out.
I do not think it's a first down.
Oh.
I say no. Nachos? I say no, first down.
All right. Hey, Paulo, it might be, you're talking about the 8 inches? Hey, it might come back right here. We'll wait and see.
Come
Here
on,
it comes.
Nachos.
They're bringing out the chain, ladies and gentlemen. They'll be putting the chain set at the 40. They need to get to about the 47. Here comes the stretch. And it's going to be
Nachos!
Oh, nachos for Paulo. It'll be
For the year, I'm like 3-2 on the nachos, by the way.
More than you're being courteous.
I know, I'm bringing the number down.
Yeah, thank you.
But,
so it's going to be a 4th and 3 inches or less for the Jags. Paulo, hard
Need
count?
I ask if they're going to go for it?
Hard count?
Nah, I'm not bad. Go for it first down. They're going to get it.
They are?
Yes.
Do you snap it back or you put somebody into the center?
I give it to Alfonso Barrera up the middle, just period. Matter of fact, I'll tell the team, look, Alfonso Barrera up the middle. Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Paulo making the
making
call.
the call. Alfonso Barrera up the gut.
I see hard count and I see the Lobos all over the Jags.
Well,
Oh, nachos.
I tell you what, I'm going to quit ahead. If I go to Vegas, I'm walking off the table right now, baby.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Cash me out.
2:25 left in the half. It is Jaguars 20, the Lobos 7. Jaguars trying to add a little more points before halftime. It'd be nice for them to do that, knowing that the Sherryland Rattlers are taking care of business in Sherryland.
It could be a quarterback sneak, but they're going to do something at the end. There it is. All they need is what, 2 chain links, don't it?
Yeah.
And they got 15 chain links.
Maybe more. So one more time for the Jags. Move those chains. It's going to be their 9th first down after going 3 and out. And then they started moving the chains. That is the Jags. For right now, they have a first and 10. Ball is being set at the 49-yard line. That's their own 49-yard line. We're under 2 minutes left. It is the Jaguars 20 and the Lobos 7.
Yes, that was a Luis Alvarez quarterback sneak. Needed 2 chain links and got 15. This time it's going to be a run out the left side. He's got a block. And he stayed on his feet. Woo, I'll tell you what, and he's still going. Hey, on about the 7th hit, he's down. I'm not sure who that is, but that's some good running, don't it?
It was first and 10. They picked up 14 yards on the play. So one more time, Pablo.
Move those chains.
Hey, Paul, before I forget, a little appreciation going out to, of course, the ValleyCenter.com for what they're doing for our kids here in Edinburg. And, of course, special thanks going out to the team of 8 in Edinburg. That is our board members. And, of course, our superintendent, Dr. Rene Gutierrez. So special thanks going out to them for the great year that these kids have been seen all over the world here in Edinburg.
Yeah, great service. ValleyCenter.com through Cat TV is bringing. This time it's going to be a run right up the middle and fools everybody but for the safety, and that's about 8 yards later.
Hey, Paulo, and I think now the Lobos are worried a bit about the pass and about that to the roll out to the right or to the left, the sweep. So it's opening up things again up the middle, and that's what the Jags will do to you. That's their style of football. So it's going to be a pickup of 8 yards. Call it 2nd and 2 coming up. Ball is quickly at the 29-yard line of the Lobos, and the Lobos seem to be getting a little tired, Paulo.
Well, they're getting pushed back, and, you know, the Jaguars have size, and there you go. Another run off the right side. I'm not even going to keep stats anymore. I can tell right now they're running about 80% off the right side of the line for whatever reason they are, and they just pushing them back. And so you know what we're going to say, don't it?
Move those chains. One more time for the Jags. So we're under a minute left in the half. And right now they still got 2 timeouts, Paulo, but for first it won't take them long to score.
No, sir. This time it's going to be a sweep to the right. He's got one man to beat. And he does not beat him. Great credit to the. They blew him dead. I looked at the ref. Oh, I don't know what was going on. Was he swimming? I haven't seen that one before. I think he got stuck between.
He was doing the breaststroke.
He was doing the breaststroke.
So, and there's Coach Peña telling
me, right. Hey, is that the breaststroke or what is that, sir?
Yeah, what are you calling, man? Again, and Paulo, it's hard. It's hard when you do that because you don't want the kids to get hurt. They're starting a second. But if the kid is still pumping his legs and still going, I mean, hey, hold on, man, on that play. But, again, we can't hear the whistle. Maybe the defense stopped because they heard the whistle, but we won't know. But anyway, Coach Peña's telling the ref, hey, come on, man. Maybe he could have gone out of bounds. That's another thing. But him trying to, get away. So Peña just, he's got his as a coach, you got to do your job too as a coach, and the parents like to see that, and the players like to see that he's involved and you know, fighting for them for every play and every yard. So Peña, keep up the good work, man. Nothing wrong with that. You know, trying to, you know, let the people know that you do care about the game.
Yep, that's a very good explanation, Donut. As a former referee, you understand that there's a millisecond at a time when you got to make a call as a ref, and usually the err on the side of safety, as the player very well may have, his forward progress may have been stopped. This time the Jaguars break the huddle, split left, split right in I formation. He's going to hand it off to, I think it's Economedes, who goes untouched right up the gut, and that's touchdown, Jaguars.
Hey, we got it down, Paulo. That's me, myself, Donut Salinas, and Paul Osbury to my right. And Paul, I mean, there it is. It's Jaguar football now. That's going to be already, it's going to be the 7th time they touched the ball. They've scored on the 3rd, the 4th, not the 5th. They scored on the 6th. They scored on the 7th time. And after going 3 and out, it's been nothing but Jag. When you talk about stats, it's 11 first downs to 4 maybe, and 2 were given on a flag. So really, it's been all Jag after the first 2 possessions. Little shout out going out to Adriana Longoria in the house.
Okay.
That's it right there. Little shout out going out to Lochi and Marcos Flores, also the grandparents of Adriana. So little shout out going out to them. And sorry guys, I know you're Lobos, but Tio Donut is
I see the color
an Edinburg guy. But again, little shout out going out to Annie Longoria. She is also to her husband Eric, and Ms. Longoria is the sponsor for the drill team on the La Joya side. She says they put on a show. We're going to see
it. She's got her
We're going to see what they got. So once again, little shout out going out to the Flores family, Longoria family. They're from La Joya, and again, they tune in when they're not playing on Thursdays or Fridays or Saturdays. They like here, seeing it in ValleyCenter.com, and also all our family in Roma also tune in. Little shout out going out to my wife who's in Roma hearing us right now, Paulo. Little shout out to Edith, babe, I love you. Come home safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Little shout out going out to Kyra Salinas, my daughter, and also Kayla Salinas. Love you all, and have a good night. Daddy will be home soon.
Amen, brother. It's a beautiful thing, making a shout out to the family, man, and I know they're usually tuning on ValleyCenter.com.
The girl and the little girl.
Here we go. Looks like they're getting set for the kickoff. Jaguars break their formation. And this time, I don't know who the number is, but he's going to put his foot into, that's for sure. He's got the wind in his back. And boom, it's going to be another short kick. Fair caught by number 4. Great job. Don't it? I know it's funny. I know you're preoccupied, but I'm going to tell you what, on that kick, the kickoff tee went further than the ball.
All right.
See the guy throwing the tee?
Yeah, he's throwing the tee back.
The kickoff tee went about 35 yards, and the ball went about 20.
A little shout out going out to Adriana Longoria and her mom Annie, and also Daddy Eric. Also going a little shout out going out to Grandpa Marcos and Lochi. You want to say hi to them? You want to say hi? Say hi.
Say hi right there.
All right, a little shout out going out for Adriana, to all the people from the Lobos, and also to Grandma Science and everybody that is joining us in Roma. A little shout out going out from Adriana. You heard it yourself, ladies and gentlemen. That was Adriana Longoria joining me in the booth. So once again, after 35 seconds left in the half, it is now the Jaguars 27, the Lobos 7.
Looking at trips to the trips left and split right. Huaracha in the formation with one running back on his right hip. Certainly, if you're them, you can do a great pass. I'll tell you what, I do like the play con. They're at least they're fighting. What happened was the quarterback looked like he was do a bubble screen, and usually the be blocking ran for a pass, and that's a nifty gain of about 10.
Yep. So one more time for the Lobos. Move those chains. Another first down for the Lobos. Lobos not giving up at all. We're down to 30 seconds left in the half. It is 1st and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line.
All right, spread formation means everybody's a wide receiver except for the quarterback just about. He drops back. He's got plenty of time. He throws it to the short route. Ooh. I'll tell you a great job, because the Jaguars are in full-blown pass coverage, and give credit to Huaracha to find the man short. If he caught it, he could have run for probably another first down, but probably a little high.
All right, that was a little high there on the pass, like Paul's calling it. So we're down to 19 seconds. It is now still the Jaguars 27, the Lobos 7. Here we go. We got 19 seconds left in the half. I'm Donut Salinas, Paul Osbury to my right. We're having a good time here in Edinburg. We're calling Jaguar football.
Here we go. Again, spread formation means 2 receivers left and 3 to the right. In other words, quarterback in the shotgun all by himself. This time they're bringing the blitz. He's got time. He's going to launch it deep. He should have thrown it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I'll tell you what, he felt the heat, and he basically threw the ball away.
All right, it'll be third down coming up. It'll be still 3rd and 10, 2 incomplete passes. It'll stop the clock with 13 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, at halftime, we're going to take our break. Myself and Paul enjoy the halftime show. Ms. Longoria says they have a good show. Pablo, what do you think?
Oh, we're going to see. Vamos a
ver si es verdad de La Joya que they got a good show. We'll wait and see about that. For right now, it's going to be a timeout.
You put the pressure, don't it? You put the pressure.
See? Can they back it up?
We're going to find out right now.
All right, we're going to be seeing it in Roma. People in Roma will be tuning in to Ani's show here. Once again, shout out going out to
Poner la pressure.
Poner la pressure. Bueno.
We got a little delay in the game because it looks like we have a player down.
There's a quarterback after the pass. He was hit there, Paulo. We'll wait and see who it is, and hopefully everything is fine for the quarterback from Lobos, who I believe is down. We're not sure yet, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, I'm Donald Salinas. Paul Osbury to my right. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, after 4 years of doing this, we're going to get to call a playoff game in Edinburg, maybe 2, Pablo. What about it? First year, you enjoying it?
You know what I'm thinking, don't it?
If you're an Edinburg fan and you get it for the first year hearing Pablo and Donut here in Edinburg, Texas, if you're a fan, ¿qué dices? ¿Qué más quieres? Once again, that's Paul Osbury and myself, Donut Salinas, coming to you from Edinburg. You heard a little shout-out from Ariana. Ariana said a little shout-out. Said hi to everybody in Roma.
That was cute, Donut.
That was cute.
That was beautiful.
All right. Once again, thank you, Ariana. I hope Grandma and Grandpa enjoyed it. I know I did. I know Paul did. Hopefully everybody did. Once again, I'm Donald Salinas. I got Paul Osbury to my right. You're listening to us on valleycenter.com. And, of course, you're going to watch us on Catch TV 17. That is KATS, channel 17. Here we go. Back to action. 13 seconds left. Jaguars 27, Lobos 7.
All right. This time they bring in Cesar Villasenor. Oh, someone's calling a timeout. Something's going on.
Here we go. What are we calling?
First of all, it looks like I guess it wasn't, we don't know who was hurt because it couldn't be the quarterback because he's still in the field.
Well, if they call a timeout, you can bring him back on.
Okay, if they utilize, okay.
That's what they're telling the coach, I believe, because we had 2 timeouts.
Okay, that's why I don't understand as well. I guess they're explaining to him, maybe they did call a timeout hoping he'd be able to get out.
Probably telling me it'd be nice if you come over here and tell me the way.
Yeah, and I'm not going to get out the field until someone tells me what's going on.
What's going on? It'd be nice if you tell me they called a timeout. Or tell us. Nobody knew there was a timeout call, but apparently there was because we still have 2 timeouts left. But again, we got 13 seconds left. It's Jaguars 27, Lobos 7. Ball is at the 42-yard line.
All right, Huaracha and all by himself in the shotgun. This time they blitz. He rolls out to his right. He throws it to the man in the flats. Great job. It needed 10. They got 9, but he did go out of bounds. So
8 seconds.
At least 1, if not 2 more plays.
Well, wait. If you don't get the first down, you're going to give it to the Jags.
But you got to try, don't you?
You got to try? All right. Paul calling a try here for the Lobos.
They got to try.
They got to try. It's 4th and 1 coming up. 8 seconds left in the half, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy the halftime once again. I'm Donald Salinas. Paul Osbury to my right. You're listening to us on valleycentral.com with
this is Catch TV.
And this is Catch TV. There we go.
I'm helping you out, brother.
Paulo's going to take over pretty soon. Here we go.
Here we go. Looks like trips left and twins right. And this time they're going to throw a short pass. The flats, great job, don't it? They me dijiste?
Te dije. Here we go.
Right,
so one more time for the Lobos.
Move those chains with 1 more play left.
Run the clock.
Run the clock. Oh, he went out of bounds.
All right, class of 84.
One more play.
All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10. 1 more play for the Lobos. It seems like we got 4 seconds left. It seems like in the last minute it's taken longer than the first 2 quarters.
It did, don't it?
All right.
The last 8 seconds has taken about 4 minutes.
All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line. A little Hail Mary, just throw it out there. They got a lot of center fielders.
Looks like the Jaguars have about 42 guys back in coverage. They do send a little bit of a blitz, and they don't even give them time to throw it, don't it? And that's half.
And that's going to take us to halftime. So once again, I'm Donald Salinas, Paul Osbury. Enjoy the halftime show. It's going to be the Lobos halftime and also the Jaguar halftime. For right now, we're going to take a break. It is now the Edinburg Economedes Jaguars 27 and the Palmviwew Lobos 7. Enjoy the halftime.